Hello Sagittarius, this is your first half of May reading. For the main read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. I don't know why I feel a little thrown off with that. It's interesting. I feel like I got like a crazy amount of cards over here. No more than usual, but I feel like it's like bombarded with them. For the support cards, I'm using The Secret Language of Color by Ina Segal. One of the decks I love. I just have my favorite ones out here. Does that really need to come? That Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is having fun coming out upside down a lot lately. And it did, but on the environment side for you, the other side. So it's not for you, it's coming upside down, but... Alright, let's get into this. Your overall energy is the Death card. Lucky 13 there. I'm noticing it's kind of got a chakra feel to it. I mean, that's definitely... I mean, you see the little flower there with the symbol inside it. Not that that's all like shocking. But I feel like it's primal in the area of love. Primal in love, okay. I feel like there's memories of the past going on here. Excuse me. There's... I'm feeling more this is... You got your first card here... And when you go into this time frame, I feel like this is like saying about really indulging yourself, really going for what you want. Well, going for what you want, really enjoying what you have. That's where we should be. Now, are relationships changing? What's going on? Somebody's like walking out of the picture or stepping out of the picture. I get that. You're enjoying time with them in the beginning here. For some reason, I feel like there's some type of going away, and you're enjoying time with them, making a memory in some sense. Definitely a fall feeling with this card, oddly enough. The Knight of Swords, which maybe is not that odd, depending on how you read. But there's definitely a fall feeling here, but it's enjoying fall. It's the exuberant celebration of fall. Like things... No matter where things are going, thankful and happy to have what we have right now, and let's enjoy it to the fullest. Really a good time here. I almost feel like there's sort of like a get-together. Sending someone off. I am getting in some cases, and hopefully this doesn't come across defensive, there is a get-together like at a funeral, but there's a merging of memories, being thankful for the time spent. One of those feelings like we should get together in good times, not just in bad feelings. Like I feel like making the most of the situation, trying to enjoy what you can. I have to put out this candle. I don't know if you can see that, but it's burning really, really high, and so isn't that one. Alright, I might blow that one out too. Candles are burning high, and this one has smoke coming out of it like crazy. Interesting. There's a very strong spiritual energy. Not that, I mean, it's a reading, but flames are burning high here. Anyway, moving on. As we keep going, the environment. Yeah, blue and green going on, or turquoise, which is a bluish green, and you got blue, which is azure. I think that's is that Spanish for blue? I could be crazy, but I think that's Spanish for blue anyway. I just think that's just the Spanish word for it. I could be wrong. Could be flat out wrong. Maybe it's a certain shade. But I feel like it's a very... the turquoise here especially kind of looks like it's a healing, churning fire. Like clearing out the old, but healing and moving forward. on that card, the blue one, it says protect yourself, but I feel like this, I often feel like that's like a clear day, like a new day, a moving out of the old, a clearing of the clouds. That's what I usually feel with that, and that's kind of what I'm getting with this. This says awaken your empathy. I feel like this is kind of like churning, like it's a healing fire. It's almost like, not like a traditional like burning and hurting something, but getting rid of the old, encouraging new growth, which I think maybe that does fit more than I realize. As you go into the next spot, this is the card I'm seeing here, the Ace of Cups, which I can't seem to hold on to. I feel like this is very much working together, community effort. Someone's leaving the picture, and granted, it's a general read, so this is going a few different ways. For some of you, they're permanently leaving. Others, it's for now. Some of you, it seems to be like some type of send-off in some way. And I feel like it's this person is like the central theme of what's going on. Because what I see next is like there's a lot. This is the environment. This is that Ace of Wands, Cups. Really? I feel like there's no more newness here. There's no more possibilities. It's truly at rest, I feel like, when this happens. So whoever's leaving this situation, they're truly leaving the situation. And I do feel like this, remember, this is a general read. For some of you, it's kind of like someone at work, a coworker's leaving, and you're not going to be working with them again. And that's just, it's done. But there's this celebration and enjoying the time you have left. There's a camaraderie. I feel like this is going a few different ways. It's like either somebody's stepping out of the picture, like they're leaving like a job, or somebody's passing across, and you're celebrating time with them and getting together and the memories type thing. It's like celebrating their life. There's some other ways this is coming through too, like sending a kid off to college. But I think this is way too early for college, so I don't understand how that connects. So I don't know if they're going off to something during the summer, and then from there they go right to college. Some of you, it's like doing that. Like somebody's like leaving the picture, somebody's moving away. I feel like this is a repeat of a reading I did before. This sounds familiar. Somebody's going, like they're going. Now, as we keep going, I feel like you're working on memories. You're doing something to remember this person or people. Person? Yes. There's a memory thing going on here. You're doing some work about it. I feel for a lot of you, you're trying to make sure another get-together happens. Because I feel like the get-together was good, and it's like one of those things like we shouldn't wait for a situation like this to come across when we get together. We should get together more readily and enjoy each other while we can. I don't feel like this is extremely morbid in the sense of like... I don't feel like this is hitting for everybody like somebody's crossing over. And I feel like a lot of times for many of you when somebody is crossing over in this situation, it's not like a shock in the sense of like you kind of saw it coming, and that's why this kind of is happening the way it's happening. You're just, yeah, for the most part, kind of reliving the memories. But there's a very big thought here of like, you know, we need to make sure we get together more often. I feel like this is a lot about what this is about. I didn't expect it to be like that direct for the Death card there, but I feel like it's being mirrored over here in the Knight of Swords, because if you look at the Knight of Swords, to me, if you look at his chest plate there, it kind of looks like a skull. I don't know if you can tell. To me, it kind of does anyway. It's just got a very morbid feel to me. And there's a fall, that feather on his hat. If you want to see that, it's very much like a few red fall leaves to me. And as you're moving forward, and I feel like you're handling this well. I feel like you're trying to face it. You're trying to process it. I don't feel like you're running from it. This person, though, this person here, The Knight of Coins. I want to say cups. This whole thing, I want to say cups. I think because the Ace of Cups seems to be trumping and having like a cup effect on the whole thing, which is emotions, definitely. And not like we're apathetic people anyway. But I feel like this person, like there's a celebration for this person's like the reason, and it just depends on like if they've already crossed or if they're already leaving. I feel like it's coming through in a different ways and how they're leaving the picture for you. But once the celebration's over, I feel like there's no action on their side anymore. There's no participation. There's no hope for the future for them to be a part of things anymore. The final card here on their side is black, which is the richness. Find riches from the dark night. Find riches from the dark night. I'm looking at this as in memories. Because it kind of looks like a negative to me, like an old-fashioned negative in a sense to me. In a little sense. I'm feeling like this is just like acknowledging an ending. It just feels like acknowledging an ending to me. It really does. I know that seems very stereotypical for black, but black can also be a very promotive color of truth. Promoting color of truth? Can be. It seems like black can go in a lot of different directions. Sometimes it's the accumulation of all color, like when you're painting. Sometimes it's like it does feel like the accumulation of the effort. Kind of reminding you, without the shadow, there is no light. Like you wouldn't know the difference, type thing. You can't tell how beautiful it is without knowing how bad it could be. That type of feeling. When I look at the end card here, I feel like you're working with others, and there's definitely more of a camaraderie in the sense of like efforts on getting together and hanging out more and enjoying each other while you're able to in the situation. I'm getting this, like, this especially makes me feel like a work ethic. I feel like I'm switching gears a lot here because this makes me feel more about the work situation. Somebody's leaving the job and you're not going to work with them anymore, so you guys are trying to do things to work together and to like have happy hour after work more and hang out more. If it's sending, I don't understand that college reference because I feel like there's a sending a kid away to college, but that doesn't really happen till the fall. But I'm getting like they're saying like, well, if they're going somewhere during the summer, like a summer job or a summer, like they're doing something during the summer where you're not going to see them, and whatever they're going to do that, then they're going right from there to college. It would make sense, which I understand that, but there's some like connection there. Like they're going away, and it's just not going to be the same anymore. And even if it's like the literal interpretation of the death card where somebody's crossing over, I feel like this is like getting together with family and friends that are close to you and trying to plan more reunions or picnics and parties and just making sure you stay closer together. Like a special Facebook group I'm getting. Like, you know, members of the family or members of this group are part of this face group. Face group? I don't know, it's called face group? It might be. And this is also above that for the end here, which means you're moving through your God center. This is really what you want, and you're making it happen. This card says purify your body, but I'm feeling like this is more going with your gut, doing what you want to do, and following through on what you really want. Loyalty to self comes up a lot in this one to me. Like you're following what you really want to do. Okay. So did we touch? So I feel like this is about the transition. I feel like we did this. I don't know if it was your sign, but another side I had, like the last couple weeks or months, I had something similar to this, and I'm curious if it was your sign I did this for. This feels like a repeat reading to me. Like I've said this before. So I want to kind of recap this because I kind of feel like it's in a little scattered. The overall energy is the death card, so things are changing. Transition of somebody out of the picture. Like I literally feel somebody's transitioning out of the picture. Another version comes through is like it could be an animal for you, especially because if you're like me, you're a big animal lover. Animals are not possessions, they're part of the family to me, which I know not everybody feels that way. I'm just saying that's how I feel, and if you're a person that feels that way, this could be the same for you. You lose an animal, this is how it feels to you. It makes you appreciate the other people around you, makes you want to be around the people you love more because those connections mean so much. It just triggers that memory, and it triggers that need to be around the people you love while they're still here. Okay. That being said, I thought something else was going to come through there for a second. When we start this, I really feel like we're mirroring that death card energy right there on his chest plate, and then the fall feeling like it's the ending of a situation. I feel like it's the accepting of it, trying to make things work out, trying to get everybody together, to honor this, to honor each other. Because I feel like this is more about honoring each other and the connections you have with people. A clearing of energy, a healing. If there's misunderstandings with other people that are connected with this is like a healing time. Everybody's willing to just grieve and work through things. I don't feel like there's any real grudges being held. At least not in this time frame where they're not honoring any grudges. Yeah, they're not acting on them. They're just kind of letting the guard down, letting things happen, reminding themselves of why they liked you in the first place, why you liked them in the first place. There could be some of that going on here. It's very much appreciating each other and the life that you have and the life of others. Saying goodbye to somebody who's passing on. It's planning for more things. I feel like this is very cliche, but very poignant and very, very good. That you're planning for more. And I feel like this is your God center coming through. Like, I really want to hang out with these people, and I want to remember them, and I want to have more memories, and I want to enjoy life while I can really enjoy life. So you're planning that, and other people are right on board, and there's more get-togethers in the future based on this situation. They come from this situation. You're going with your God center here. But definitely, there's somebody, if this is hitting with you, someone, even a pet, would definitely qualify in my eyes. You have to decide for yourself, naturally. But is leaving the situation and it's affecting you. Again, if it's the pet thing, it's definitely because you're like me, and pets mean a lot to you, and when they pass on, it affects your heart. My sister's the same way. I have a few relatives that are the same way. Like, pets are family. And just when they pass on, it's very difficult. And I'm getting the Ace of Swords reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, for those who can read, unlike myself. It's reversed, it's done. The color black makes me feel like this is final, this is putting to rest, this is appreciating the difference, or appreciating the situation for what it was and what it is, having the perspective to know things are to be appreciated while you have them. Reminding you not to take things for granted, reminding the whole world, like, this happens to all of us. It's not like just one person would feel it. Like, we're all reminded of this periodically, of course. And it comes back around. I feel like I've gone through it like 2 or 3 times now, so I'm going to let this end here. If you would like a reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. And by the way, thank you very much for watching, and for leaving comments. I read all the comments. I usually read them on my phone. I think I've said this before. And it's hard for me to respond to them. So I read them all. I don't have time to come back and respond to them. But I think everybody who has commented, thank you very much. I do read them. And I appreciate every time someone tells me something. Thank you very much. And have a good day.